All right, so we're on page 32 on the blue packet. Okay, and I don't know that we're gonna have to do a whole bunch of these because I think you've gotten it. So now we're gonna take mixed numbers and divide them. So again, it's just kind of like multiplication. You can't divide mixed numbers. So what you're gonna have to do, like they changed this. This is 24 plus 1, that's 25 fourths. And this is 2 plus 1, so it's 3 halves. And then I multiply by the reciprocal. Now, I do want to show you this because you can start canceling here if you notice it. Just look at this line right here. They notice that 2 is on the top and 4 is on the bottom. So that would be a 1 and a 2. And so they made it 25 halves times 1/3. I'm going to do that on a couple of these problems just to see if you like that. But you can also just ignore all of that canceling. And so you can multiply straight across and get 50 twelfths. And then I know 2 goes into both of them, 25 6, which is the same answer. So it doesn't matter to me. This is one of those things that we've kind of talked about. Whatever makes the most sense to you is fine with me. So you can cancel them or you can multiply and cancel. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to look at this example 1 here. So on example 1, 8 plus 1 is 9. So this is 9 fourths. 24 plus 3 is 27, so 27 eighths. Okay, so if I look at this, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, now those are pretty big numbers. So what you can do, if you would like, you can say, wait a minute, 4 goes into 8, and that's a 2 and a 1. And you can say 9 goes into 27, and that's a 1 and a 3. So it makes those numbers smaller. 1 over 1 times 2 over 3 is 2 over 3. So my answer is 2/3. Okay, but I want to go back to this line right here. And let's say I didn't do the division. I didn't simplify. 9 fourths times 8 27ths. If I multiply straight across, and you could use a calculator, but you have your pink sheet, 9 times 8 is 72. And if I multiply straight across there, 27, I'm going to have to use 54, 108. Okay. So if I look at this, I really think, I'm going to use my calculator on my phone. I really think 6 goes into both of them, maybe even 12. I'm going to try 12. Okay. So if I did 36 divided by, or 72 divided by 12, I get 6. And if I do 108 divided by 12, I get 9. So if I divide both of these by 12, I get 6 over 9. Okay, well, if you look at that, I can see they both divide by 3. So my answer is 2/3. So if you see, it doesn't really matter if you simplify and then multiply or multiply and then simplify. Okay, so we're going to do like 2 of these examples. I might actually write them down here just so I have a little more room. Okay, so if I do this, 9 and 1/2 would be 18 plus 1 is 19 halves divided by 3/4. So now I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, that's a 3. So if I notice this 2 goes into 4, top to bottom. So I could, instead of doing that, I could do 19 over 1 times 2 over 3. And my answer is 38/3. Okay, well, 3 goes into 38, 36. If I look at my pink sheet, it goes in 36 and then 39. So 36 is 12 with 2 left over. Okay, now let's say from this purple line, I didn't notice, right, that it canceled. So then I would do 19 times 4. So that's 76. And then I would say, okay, well, 2 goes into 76 38 times. 2 goes into 6 3 times. Look, you get the same answer. So it doesn't matter if you simplify or not. I don't really care. I'm just showing you both. Okay, if I thought one was better than the other, then I would tell you that. All right, I'm going to write number 3 down here. So it's 5/8. I'll move the screen up here. Divided by 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25 fourths. Okay, so now I am going to multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, I'm going to just go straight across. 20, 8 times 25, that's 8 quarters. So that would be $2. So that's 200. Oh, why did I write 1,000? I don't know. So if I look at that, I can see that 20, I'm going to divide them both by 20. So that's a 1, and 20 goes in there 10 times. So the answer is 1/10. Okay. Now, from this line, I'm going to bring this line down right here. I may have noticed that 5 goes into 25 5 times, and 4 goes into 8 twice. So this is really 1/2 times 1/5, and now I go straight across, it's 1/10. So you get the same answer, whether you cancel before or after. All right? So these are a little bit trickier. So I would like you to do 4, 5, and 6. I would like you to pause the video. I would like you to work those, and then we'll kind of see some more if you need more. Pause. All right, so 3 times, that's 12 plus 3 is 15/4 times 5/4. So I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. And on this one, I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, 4 divided by 4, those are 1s. 5 goes in here 3 times. So this is 3/1 times 1/1, which is 3. Okay. You could have gotten that the other way too, because you would have gotten 60/20, which is also 3. All right. On this next one, 8, 16 times 2 is 16 plus 1 is 17/2 times 27 plus is, sorry, that's a divide. Divided by, this should have been a divide too, sorry. Divided by 27/34. Okay, so I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, those are kind of big numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply across. So 17 times 9, you do have your pink sheet, that's 153. 2 times 34 is 68. I am guessing something probably goes into those, but it's not 2. Maybe 3, maybe 4. No. Not 2. Like, because I'm looking at this, it might be 17. So let's do this. So if I did 68 goes into 153, 153 divided by 68 is 2. 2 times 68 is 136. So if 153 minus 136, I'm using my calculator on this, because they're getting bigger, is 17. Okay, 2 and 17 68ths. Well, I know 17 goes into 68 because I multiplied to get it. So let's see, 68 divided by 17 is 4. So I'm going to divide these both by 17, and I get 2 and 1/4. You might have been able to see that. I have it circled. I circled it kind of on purpose way back. This is a 1 and this is a 2. So when you do this, you end up with 9/4. I go straight across and I get 9/4. And so the problem sometimes is easier to do if you cancel. All right, so on this one, 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5/4 divided by 5/2. So I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Now on this one, it's kind of easy to see. My 5s would cancel. So I'd have 1/4 times 2/1. So my answer is 2/4, which ends up being 1/2. Okay. So I must have missed it right here. I'll use a different color. This 2 also could have been a 1 and a 2. And so then I would have had 1/2 there. You could have canceled it. Okay. I want you to try these, but if you're struggling, I want you to let me know right away, because this is getting kind of towards the end. So this is where they get harder.